Okay, so how did I get into property investing? For me, it was very young. I remember my father was heavily involved in property out in the country. I remember as a kid at a young age playing in the fields, playing on country blocks while my dad sold property. And then even when I was older, when I was in my teenage years, I remember being in some of my dad's investment properties and ripping off the old wallpaper in those properties. When I was young, I was planning to travel. And I was about 19 to 20 at the time, and I was saving up to travel around the world. And my father found out about my travels, and he said, "You're crazy, you should be putting a deposit down to buy a property." So that got me thinking about property. It was probably the second property that I went to in a suburb called East Bentley. It was an old rundown 3-bedroom brick veneer home, but it had a pool in the backyard. And it was a Saturday morning, the sun was shining, and I just kept putting my hand up in the air longer than anyone else. And I ended up purchasing that property. That's how I got involved in property. It was probably more of my father, just my experience with my father and what he was doing and the push that he gave me. And we urge all of our clients to use the equity that you're building in your properties to also help the kids get started as well, because the average price of property now is 12 times the average income, where 30 years ago it was 4 times the average income. So that's how I got started.